Shalom, Shalom, Kol Holayim La, Abanawa, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak, Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Akim out there on the highways and the byways. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Salutations to you speckled birds, you Israelite foreigners. And shalom to the Akwaf, sitting and listening in silence as the scriptures say to do so. Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai. Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai. Barakatha Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak, Kodash. And man, for Wadi Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, for another day to, profess and speak this good news, which is the gospel to the hopeful elect. To declare his words, his pleasure, his will, man. Because this is our true calling. As men, and especially as men of Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, this is our true calling. To go out here to warn our people, to break down the prophecies, to really have dedication and submission towards Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, man. To really castrate ourselves from the world and cleave and connect onto Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, because the Lord is balanced in everything that he does, everything that he do, everything that he do and everything that he does and everything that he has going to do, manifest. The Lord is going to bring forth, his right prophets that's going to actually declare his words and, break it down correctly. And he also has those that are going to be wicked, still of the world, not really sincere, breaking down things wrong and just focus on what? Filthy lucre, glorification. They want to exalt themselves, man. So the Lord is balanced in everything he's doing. He also he's going to have his righteous, true prophets that's going to glorify and pedestalize Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. That's going to have humility. That's going to declare, what the Lord has spoken and deliver that message directly. Why do you think the Lord said there's going to be no guile in their mouth? Because the Lord has, placed his words, his thoughts, and his true prophets. Going back to the book of Isaiah where the Lord touched his mouth, and also going back to the book of Revelation where the Lord said there's going to be no guile in their mouth, and also to Ezekiel. He said he has made our foreheads hard against their foreheads, man. So you're not going to be stubborn. You can't compete with the true prophets, man, because the true prophets are going to have that zeal. And the Lord is manifesting and showing, man, he's showing who are the true prophets and who are not. And it also shows you that the Lord has control, man, because the simple things that we see and we notice, the reprobates, the ones that are asleep, won't notice because the Lord has blocked them from receiving it. And that's also, a scary sight, man. And again, man, these things that are being done, they're done for a lot of reasons, but one of the main reasons I can think of for myself is for us to, to check ourselves. For us to stay determined and stay thankful. Because, man, look, man, we don't want to be in the position that a lot of these people are in. And that's why, we got to stay focused. We got to stay circumspect. And we also got to be, thankful. As I always state, that Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai could have, disregarded us and looked on to another Israelite and woken them up and brought them back to him and gave him the truth. So we got to be thankful, man. Because the Lord is showing us signs every single second of the day, man. And it's thankful that we're able to recognize those signs, man, and be able to know what they mean. Okay? And again, one of those things is also for us to check ourselves and be thankful and to have more fearfulness, and also, cleave on to the Lord more. Again, Sirach chapter 2, man. When thou comes service the Lord, prepare thy heart for temptation, man. And when thou art brought to a low estate, cleave on to the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man, because he's the one's bringing that affliction upon us. Okay, 1 Corinthians, I believe, chapter 10, verse 13, if I'm correct, the Lord's not going to bring anything upon us that we cannot be able to bear or to get out of, man. And those things are also for us to, purge out that leaven, man. For us to improve, for us to grow, for us to prosper. To be that righteous soul that Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai intended for us to be, man. So, we got to keep all these things in mind at the end of the day, man. Continue to move forward. And now I'm going to do a lesson, that the beloved elder out here in Baltimore, Karatazakba, he did. You got this coon-ass, Simbo-ass Jake, man. You niggas always worried about everybody else besides your own damn people, man. And I'm going to add my 2 cents on to it, man. I don't want to write this out, load that up in a little bit. But, just want to do my little... Spirit was on me to just, hit the record button while driving, So, I don't want to write this out, man. This is informative, edifying, uplifting, and something that you can get some spiritual benefit out of, man. Because we're getting closer, man. We're getting closer to, the persecution. We're getting closer to all hell breaking loose. We're getting closer to Esau just bringing out that sword, man. We're getting closer to the kingdom, but in order for us to get to the kingdom, we got to go through that hellish condition, man. We got to go through what is written in the scriptures, man. So stay focused, okay? Stay focused and be thankful, man. And believe. You got to believe that Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is going to have you, man. He's going to have your back when all hell breaks loose, man. When he decides to take the prophets off of the streets, and he just turns this devil up to start judging Israel, man, to bring forth, those draconian measures, the MOTB, the more pestilence, the famine, all that, man. You gotta believe that Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai going to have your back. That Isaiah 41. Okay, second address, I believe, maybe chapter 2 or 3. Okay, Luke chapter 21. Just to throw out a few, man. Point blank period, man. So I don't want to write this out, man. I hope and I pray that this is edifying, uplifting, and informative to the true, sincere Akim Wa Akwab. So with that, I'm just going to say, Shalom.